What's up, Browns? How are you? Oh yeah, I apologize. If you want to roll, you can just come to Twitch if you feel comfortable. I took off the shiny roll for YouTube for the time being until it kind of just picks up here on YouTube. I just didn't see a need to have it on YouTube when everybody was on Twitch. So yeah, when the YouTube picks it back up, I'll put it back on. This is the wrong one, hold on. This one. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you? And yeah, you do. For this game, yeah, there's a train for the Safari Zone, yeah. What's that? Alright. Sorry, hold on. Um... Okay. Fine, we could do a Gen 4 battle shinies. I am down. That's if I even can. I don't even know if I can. I mean, you could still go online. It's just that they have a private server that you can use that someone made. You know, people know how to data mine stuff. They know how to make proxies, basically. So it's definitely not Nintendo Online Service, but they took something from Nintendo Online Service to where that they can make it active without Nintendo realizing. Yeah, so there's still ways to go online, but yeah. I heard, but don't you have to jailbreak your DS? No. Static works from Gen 3 onward, so not just Gen 3. It started in Gen 3, though. So did Flame Body. Yep, only Emerald and After, yep. And Emerald came out last as a Gen 3 game. So Emerald was the last game, so they couldn't go back in Fire Red and Leaf Green and install that ability. So not ability, but that extra ability in the game. So yeah, it makes sense. Emerald was the last game, so after Emerald, or last game of Gen 3, so after Emerald, yeah, it started to work. But not in Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, or Sapphire, no. Because remember, you didn't have DLC back then. Okay, gotcha. Yep, I gotcha. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's all good. All good. Oh. That didn't feel right. Hey, Numi. What's going on? Ooh, we got to knock out a lot of encounters today. Pretty good. How are you? Going good today? Good. Thanks for a shiny luck, too. 4106. Pretty close. $73.62. Nice. Okay. Maybe. Hopefully, though. Blue-green, I guess. Yeah, kind of. It's kind of hard to tell, right? I hope I didn't chip my tooth. I hope not. I think it's just me. Ooh, excuse me. Before I answer that, what is your concept of seeds? Do you know what seeds are? Because it'd be easier to explain if you know what seeds are and how they work. Do you know how they work at all, or no? Because it depends on how I'll answer that. So basically, Emerald's RNG. I mean, not RNG. Emerald seed is set, so in a way, it's broken. That's basically the thing. I can't really go into depth because, yeah, it's just something they put in the game. Or not put in the game. It's something that they didn't. It's just buggy. I don't know how to explain it. They just didn't. It just doesn't work. They didn't calculate it right, or they didn't calculate it at all. But, yep, it's just set. So, somewhere in your game's frames, that's where that shiny is pretty much generated. Because it can't be calculated. It's frame-based strictly, because shinies in every other game is calculated by something. And, you know, it takes in consideration your secret ID and your trainer ID, and all those calculations lead up to a shiny. But in Emerald, it doesn't calculate properly. So, it's still there, though. It's just lost in a frame. So, yeah, that's the best way to describe it. And that's why you have to hit the frame. And how are you going to find it? Hitting multiple frames and attempting to hit multiple frames. So as long as you are advancing your frames, or as long as you're hitting different frames, the more chance you get. Yep, you can't just... I mean, that's why you can't soft reset, because if you soft reset, you're just hitting the same frames. And if your shiny frame is not early, or not in, obviously, that first, like, maybe 10 seconds you're soft resetting, then yeah, you're not going to get a shiny. You only worry about that when you do starter hunts. Because when you file wipe, you get a new seed. But it's still lost. You get a new seed, but it's placed somewhere else. So it's kind of like moving... I don't know how to describe it. I don't really get out much, so I don't know what I can compare it to. I mean, definitely specifically an activity to where you have to really move an object that's stationary, basically. That's all I can describe. Yeah, it is complicated. That's why, you know, when you ask, or when people ask questions like that, it's really hard for me to explain. So. But I'm pretty sure there's like a mini game in real life or in a game that can best describe Emerald's RNG. Or not RNG, Emerald's seed problem. But many people know that Emerald's... I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that Emerald's seed is broken. Like, everybody knows that. So yes, it is different from Ruby and Sapphire to Emerald. The only way that the seed is the same, or the concept is the same for Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, is that if Ruby and Sapphire have a dead battery. Because having a dead battery, Ruby and Sapphire actually influences the seed. So it's basically just like Emerald in that instance when it comes to shiny hunting. And the seed and stuff. The seed gets lost on a dead battery. When you replace the battery, the calculations go, you know, are proper. So it doesn't matter with Emerald, obviously, because even if you have a working battery or a dead battery, seed's always lost, or it's always set. But the only way Ruby and Sapphire is the same as Emerald when it comes to shinies, and the seed being broken, is on a dead battery. So, hopefully that makes sense. I don't think I can explain it any further than that. How many days you been hunting the frog? I can probably look back. Yeah, I can look back. I can actually see. That's why I'm glad I stream on YouTube. Let me see. No, it hasn't. It definitely hasn't been a week. I don't think it's been a week, Mumi. What's up, twins? Hold on one second. Let me see when I actually started. No, I think you're right, Numi. Let me see. No, you are right, Numi. 2 weeks ago. I thought I hunted this longer. I thought it's been a month. It actually hasn't. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so 2 weeks. So whatever days 2 weeks is. Or however many days 2 weeks is. But that should give you a better idea. Damn, 2 weeks still? Feels like it hasn't been that long? You think so? I thought it was longer. Honestly. I don't know. It's just because I'm probably impatient because I want to get this done before Egg Month, which doesn't look likely, but we still have, like, a couple more days, so I may just get lucky. Who knows? But, yeah, it's probably because I've just been impatient. That's it. I think it's because in the first week I was basically sleeping all day, every day because of the weird sleep. Oh, gotcha. So it didn't feel that way. Gotcha. Understandable. Yeah, for me it just felt like longer because, like I said, probably because I'm impatient. And we already phased once, but I forgot that was an early phase. That wasn't really a long phase, so... I'm actually surprised it was that fast. Like 4,000 in like less than a week. It's pretty good. What's up, Side? Now, I just hope to like get one of my targets at least. It'd be nice, so I can comfortably go into Egg Month. I gotta do it for my boy Speed, man. I've been promising him for fucking 3 years that I would do Egg Month, and I am definitely going to do it, man. Like, that was like, I was sick of procrastinating. I'm actually gonna do it now. Because I know what I want to hunt now. Like, I know what egg I want to do, so. I'm definitely gonna prep for that in the next couple days. I gotta trade over a flame body because, you know, Diamond and Pearl sucks when it comes to getting fire Pokemon and Pokemon having flame body until post-game. Also, I may need to breed multiple Riolu eggs because I was under the impression that Riley's Riolu egg was specific and maybe it hatched differently than if you were to breed it, but that seems to not be the case, so I'm just gonna hatch multiple eggs. Why not? And it takes 3,000 steps with flame body per egg. So I never really egg hunted before, so I don't know if I hatch all of them then reset or just stockpile on a bunch of eggs and then hatch them after. Like, I need to learn some egg strats. Because that always... That's what I was always questioning, was whether I should just store a bunch of eggs or just get 6 eggs and then reset if none of them are shiny, if I hatch all 5. $23.75. And also, I wish there was a mechanic in the game earlier where that you can hatch your eggs at any given point, even in the PC. It'll let you know. Like, I really do feel like that would be a revolutionary mechanic. Or very innovative mechanic to where you can hatch eggs, even without them being in your party. That would be so awesome. I mean, it would kind of make sense, you know? They have to hatch at some point. Even if you keep them in the PC, you know what I mean? But, yeah, Pokemon's just like that. Really, you just need to see if GIF egg is faster than just breeding them yourself. Well, that's not what it told me when I looked it up. When I looked at, I don't know, I may be wrong, but when I looked it up, it said they take the same amount of steps. So, I don't know, maybe I'll just do my own research. Maybe I'll just calculate it myself. Maybe I'll just take Riley's Riolu egg, hatch it, see how many steps it takes, and then breed it. And then, you know, go to the breeder and hatch the breeding egg and see if it takes the same amount of steps. So I may just have to do my own research. Because when it comes to eggs, no one really says anything about it. Or no one really knows. All they know is just flame body. If you have Japanese Gen 4 Ditto, it can increase your odds to... But no, I'm doing it full odds, and that's what it specifically stated when he made the event. Eggs have to be full odds if you want to do his event. And doing that would increase the shiny odds, or it would increase your chance of finding a shiny. It would influence the base odds, basically, which is 8192. And you have to do 8192 if you want to do his event. So I can't do that. And even if that was the case, if I could do it, I wouldn't anyway, because I don't ever not do full odds. I just go with the odds that are in the game. I don't really boost my odds at all on any hunt. I do all full odds. What's up, Temington? 72, 39, 51, 50. Yeah, most events that you run into, or most people that shiny hunt when they run events, yeah, you are going to always... I mean, you're going to find out fast that everything's going to most likely be full odds. Or they want it to be full odds. They want that... They want you to have that experience, basically. Because you kind of have to look at it like this. Yeah, of course, we are all in favor of people finding early shinies if they don't want to spend too much time. Like, you can definitely do that on your own time. You can shiny hunt however you want. You can cheat. You can cheat if, you know, as far as, you know, we care. You know, it's all good. If you want to cheat to get a shiny, you cheat to get a shiny. Just, you know, be truthful about it and it's whatever. But in all honesty, without any bias, I mean, it's going to sound biased, but how... Well, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't even think... I don't know. I shouldn't even say this. It's all subjective. It really is. It's all subjective. It's just everybody knows that full odds hits better. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. Like, yeah, you can get your first shiny by doing a method that increases shiny odds, and you'll think that's just as special. You know what I mean? And that's fine. But in all honesty, they made the shiny odds for a reason. So, you know, I see it as that's not the only way to get a shiny, of course, but it's the way it's intended, basically. So, yeah, it's either you like it or you don't. And yeah, I don't mean to sound, you know, like I'm not trying to gatekeep. You know, you just shiny hunt however you want, but obviously there's thousands of people that shiny hunt. There's millions of opinions. There's many gatekeepers. There's many antagonizers. I'm not trying to get into that at all. That's why I say you shiny hunt however you want, but they made the shiny odds for a reason. And I am pretty sure that if you find a full odd shiny, whether it's 4096 or 8192, because they're both full odds, depending on the game you play, it'll feel more special than doing a method shiny, I'm sure. And if not, then that's just you. I'm just saying, for me, you know, I kind of have a little bit of pride. I'll always do full odds. I don't cut corners. But it's fine if you guys do, or anybody else that does. I don't care. Yeah, it's just so many opinions, a lot of subjective stuff. So yeah, all in all, I just do full odds. I don't cut corners, and if I do, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, too, I admit, it's not full odds, but it was so nice. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Browns. It's like, if you are happy doing that, don't let anybody rob you of that. I mean, you know, if you have fun doing it, it's cool. I mean, I can even see how it's fun. Some people RNG minute shiny hunting. Some people do Q-Charm glitch. And, not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure it's still fun. I'm pretty sure if I were to do that, because I would just be transparent with you guys. I'm like, okay, guys, I'm going to do a Q-Charm, you know, I'm going to get a Q-Charm shiny. I'm pretty sure it'd be cool, because seeing a shiny Pokemon all the time is, like, really cool. So, It's just not, obviously it's not my method of shiny hunting. But if it's yours, then it's fine. But I'm doing good, Temington. How are you? According to Raby, the base egg steps for breeding Riolu yourself is 6,000 with flame body is 30. Yeah, that's what I looked up. Yeah. It told me the same thing that you told me just now. Yeah, I knew about that. Full odds hit better, you're not wrong. A shiny hunt, Heracross, and Emerald full odds, but I think it's neat. Gen 4 said if you have 4 in Ditto, you can get a shiny faster. Yeah, pretty much. Wait, where did you get Heracross? Like, where you get Heracross and Emerald? Did you do re-encounters for it? RGQ Charm. What up, Netus? RGQ Charm is cool, but I wanted to hunt it somewhat with eggs. Wait, what? Dennis, I cut out the shiny roll on YouTube. You just do it on Twitch. I'm going to wait until YouTube is more active consistently for me to put it back. So you can just do it on Twitch. You can get Heracross and Emerald so far? I didn't even know it. There you go. 24.94. Thanks for a shiny look. Oh, you bred? Oh, okay, gotcha. How many eggs did it take you? Was that full odds that you did? The Heracross? It had to be, right? Or did you do Masuda? You must have... No, you can't even do Masuda method. Well, you can do Masuda method in Emerald, but it wouldn't matter because of the RNG. Or the seed. So, yeah, you must have done it full odds. You had to have. Yeah, it had to be full odds. Yeah. I was thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, it had to be full odds. Well, yeah, that's good shit, man. And that actually wasn't too many eggs. I mean, it actually was. No, it actually was. What am I talking about? But, it was decent. Like, it could have been way more. So, in a way, you kind of got lucky. A little bit. Excuse me. We're doing leaf green and pattern bush? Or pattern bush. Oh, yeah, pattern bush. And it wasn't too many eggs. Okay, gotcha. Well, that's good. All right. Kind of dry in the shiny department. We gotta keep it going. Yeah, this forest is gonna catch up to this number pretty soon. When it gets closer to Oz, it'll be close. Yep, switch, leaf green, and fire red. 5,000 eggs was Masuda method and Soul Silver Horsey didn't get the shiny, they gave up. It was like a year ago. Damn. Can't give up. Can't give up, man. Yeah, it's funny that you did Masuda method and you still hatched 5,000 eggs and got nothing. That's insane. You want to know why, Browns? Is because the bike isn't fast. That's why. You gotta have a fast bike when you're hatching eggs. That's why I'm glad that Diamond and Pearl and Platinum have a mock bike variant. It's gonna save myself so much time. Hi, hope everyone's doing good. Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. How are you, Dennis? I'm just trying to get my target, man. And a roamer if possible. The usual. No, you're good. Yeah, don't ever let anybody influence you on telling you what to do and what not to do. Sometimes it's better to just attempt it, and if it's not your thing, then just don't do it. Yeah, the meme, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck, boy. Yeah, I've watched a lot of memes. But it will be, like, I'm gonna probably lose it when I see one of my targets shiny. So, just prepare your ears for when that happens. Because I may just have an out-of-body experience. Especially with how long I've been for these. Especially, like, with the Magikarp. That was interesting. I didn't think I was gonna get that Magikarp, honestly. I thought my game was bugged. I'm surprised I even got this shit. This thing. Like, how in the world? When did I find this? I found this January. I found this in January? Hmm. I feel like it was before, well, after that, I guess. I don't know. At level 6. Even with Modest Nature, that attack is still pretty good. But yeah, I'm proud I stuck with it. I'm surprised that shit almost took me a year, man. But nah, things will get better. After these next few targets, we're gonna fly by these shinies, I'm sure. Because we're gonna go for Spiritomb, we're gonna go for the fossils, and we're gonna go for a shit ton of legendaries. A ton of legendaries. I'm gonna try to see if I can do that. Not glitch, but I guess you can call it a glitch. But you know, if you set your DNS settings to something, you know, a specific private server that they have for this game, you can access the mythicals. But the server has to still be active by the person that made it. So hopefully it's still active. And I'm praying it's still active. So that I can shiny hunt all the mythicals. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing after. Oh yeah, also Rotom too. It's gonna be a lot of static mons that I'm gonna be hunting. So it's gonna be a lot of softer set hunts after this. And I feel like the most comfortable doing softer set hunts. Honestly, I rather re-encounters because they're faster. I was never a fan of re-encounter hunts, but in this day and age, I actually am. I actually like re-encounters better. But now, since I've done so many, I kind of want to go back to softer set hunting. It just depends on my mood. Longest hunt I ever did in terms of time or resets? I'll just answer that for you. Time has to be one of the roamers that I have yet to do. But time-wise, I would say probably time-wise would have to be Magikarp. Because I almost hunted a year for that. Reset-wise is Zapdos. Because obviously it did take a lot of time. It didn't take as much time as Magikarp. Because obviously I was doing runaways for Zapdos. I was getting quick encounters. It just didn't show up shiny until like 30,000. But Magikarp still took more time, and it was close to Zapdos. So, time-wise, Magikarp, Soft Set Zapdos. Yeah, I just said, yeah. Zapdos for encounters. Time-wise, Magikarp. Yeah, I use that's all I use. I don't play on emulator. I always played on hardware. But the cool thing is I could play on emulator if I wanted to, and I can transfer my save file to a hard copy when I wanted to, or whenever I want to. Because GB operator is a thing, and R4 cars are a thing. Damn, that was a horrible time to use that, because I was talking in the middle of it. I mean, don't double hunt... Wait, what? I mean, you don't double hunt the same Pokemon with different games? No, I don't. I do it separately. I don't hunt the same thing. Thanks for a shiny look, Timmy, too. Yeah. Alright, let me lock in. Oops. Yeah. Once. Okay. Yeah, I need that luck. Ugh. Oh. Yeah. I am praying that I get one of my targets. $61.95. Not bad.
Here comes the conquering hero. Nice work.
That's not until we get a shiny. Work's not done until we get the shiny, especially the target. We're working towards it. I swear, if I get another bird. Oh no. One sec. All right. Let's see. What's up, Rich? Richie, what's up? 5298. Hey, Rich, man, we're gonna be roaming today, dude. We're gonna be roaming quite a bit. I'm on time. I can roam, dude. Let's see. He got 5298. 4664 and 208. What's up, Rich? What's up? What's up? Only even numbers? Yeah. Yeah, it is a cool number. Yep, only even. Nice. I did a little Hard Gold Soul Silver roamers earlier, actually. How was it? Were they pretty fast for you? Palindrome number. Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah. Super fast as usual? Nice. Yeah, that's one thing about them. They are pretty fast. That's why, you know what? I'm kind of ornery. I can't really watch people play through Hard Gold Soul Silver for the first time or doing an actual normal playthrough. Because, especially in Hard Gold Soul Silver or Gen 2, because I'm definitely going to want them to at least encounter a roamer. I do that every single time that I see someone play through a game. Like, I'm sorry, man. If you don't attempt... Not even just a roamer, because it's just like... It's the same thing with how I said with post-game. Like, if people don't play post-game, I'm just not interested in watching your playthrough. And, like, I always encourage people to, like, actually, hey, you know what? I know you guys think roamers are, like, really, really difficult. Hey, I can literally guide you to finding one. Just one. Not even just shiny hunt. Obviously not shiny hunting it, but just seeing it. Like, I can literally just, hey, do this. You can see this cool Pokemon that's been running away for years. Like, literally, it's so simple. Yeah, people don't even attempt it. And I get like... I'm like, bro. I don't know. It's definitely because I've been doing roamers. But if you play through the game... And I see you don't attempt to even find a roamer... Just normally... Then I'm like, man... I'm sorry, I'm not interested. That may be very, very honorary of me, but... Hey... it's special, man. It's always an experience. It's always a good experience. I mean, you don't need to catch it. At least see it. It's like when people play Pokemon, they don't do the bare minimum, I feel. I was actually thinking about doing this Misdreavus hunting Pearl. Oh, God. Good luck if you do, man, because you see how I am. You see how I'm struggling, so... You probably have better luck than I do, probably. 28-36. But yeah. That's why I can't really watch too many playthroughs. Or watch people do playthroughs. What's the percent again? So in Diamond and Pearl, it's weird. Because depending on what you play, I'm just going to say it. Because, you know, they're all the same thing. Wurmple, Cascoon, Silcoon, and Misdreavus are 20%. Badoo and Baneri are 19%. I don't know why. They basically just all be the same percent. And then Dustox is the only 2%. So literally everything is common except for Dustox. Literally. But yeah, those are the percentages. Wurmple, Cascoon, Silcoon, and Misdreavus, or Murkrow, depending on what game you play, are all 19%, or all 20%. 19% is the only two, Badoo and Baneri. And then 2% is obviously Dustox. Or Beautifly, depending on what game you're playing. 3866. So yeah, basically everything is common, basically. There's no common, uncommon. And if you want to technically go for uncommon, uncommon is Baneri and Badoo. But they're basically common. So it's kind of like a raffle. Each encounter is like a raffle. I mean, that's kind of how it always is, but you know. You guys think about starting a new playthrough in Pearl, possibly to Shiny Hunt? Between that or Japanese Silver. Let me know what you go for. But, yeah. I'll be in Sinnoh for a while, so you can join me if you'd like. What shiny looks the worst? Not unnoticeable, but it just looks awful. Dragonite has awful puke green color. Yeah, I mean, I guess green shinies, like Nidoqueen. That's what I was thinking, joining you along it. Okay, yeah. I mean, if you want to, yeah. I'll be here. I don't know how long, but I'll definitely be here. Yeah, Espeon did get robbed. It did. It definitely did. Honestly, it should have been a gold shiny. Or something. Yeah, I forgot that Espeon was a green shiny. I honestly forgot. Alright, let's get some more encounters. I want to get to like 4K at least for the forest. In 4K. That is a nasty spawn. Oh, excuse me. Alright, 1 sec. I'll be right back. Give me like a couple seconds. Alright. We don't stop. We do not stop. We are in our first hour. Wow, hour and 10, honestly. And that was like the first break I had. It wasn't even long either. So yeah, we're locked in. $76. Damn. Oh, excuse me. Very suspicious number. 3251. Part of me wants to hunt in Gen 4 because there's more options, and part of me wants to do Gen 2 because not as many people hunt those games anymore. Decisions. Yeah, true. Both. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to pick. I would say do both, but yeah, that's kind of hard to manage, you know. Alright. Do you like Gen 4 sparkles over Gen 2? Yes. However, Gen 2 is number 2 for me. Because I like those sparkles too. It's just that Gen 4 sparkles are just... So, how to subscribe? I was about to say subscribe. How to describe this is that, obviously, Gen 4 is updated. You know? Stuff is going to look prettier, you know, or better. But, you know, obviously, Gen 2, you know, it was old. But still, even as old as it is, it has some damn good sparkles. It's just that Gen 4 sparkles, you know, it has color, it has flavor. So, I definitely prefer Gen 4. Like, I think Gen 4 is on top. I talked about this. Gen 2, definitely not too far off from Gen 4 at all when it comes to sparkles. I love Gen 2 sparkles as well. I do. If I were to make a tier list, 7,057. If I were to make a tier list of the shiny sparkles, I would go Gen 4 at the top, then Gen 2, then Gen 8. Gen 8 was Sword and Shield, right? Definitely Gen 8 with Sword and Shield and BDSP. I'll even put BDSP there too. I mean, let's be real. It's basically Gen 8. They just did a hard, you know, a faithful remake, but it came out Generation 8, basically. So, first place 4, second place 2, third place Sword and Shield, which is Gen 8. Fourth place, I'd probably do Gen 3 for fourth place. Fifth place is probably Gen 5. Sixth place is Gen 6. You know, you kind of see where I'm going with it. The worst shiny has to be, or the worst shiny animation has to be Sun and Moon. Like, no offense, man. I'm not a fan of those. I'm not a fan of the sparks. Or sparkles. I'm not a fan of the sound either. That has to be last place for me. But second to last has to be Scarlet Violet. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but obviously I prefer all the other shiny sparkles than Scarlet Violet. Yeah, because Gen 6, I wasn't a fan of Gen 6's sparkles, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they were nice, but I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of where my head is when it comes to the sparkles. Gen 4 is always going to be on top, and not too far behind it is Gen 2. So, yeah. And then Sword and Shield Sparkles is third place. I loved Sword and Shield Sparkles. I actually did. I actually was impressed at their at the shiny animation for Sword and Shield and BDSP. It was a little different. Obviously, in BDSP, they kind of wanted to make it similar to Gen 4, so that's why it's high up there for me. You're sure there's people that hunt in Gen 2 a lot? Probably. They don't stream, though. Or they probably don't post as much. But yeah, of course there's still people that... There's people that hunt in every generation still. I would say the generation that's kind of lacking in shinies that people don't really play is Sun and Moon and X and Y. So... yeah, there's that. But I'm pretty sure people hunt in every generation. It just depends on the person. And if they're, like, on social media. Ugh! Excuse me. But yeah, sorry to go on a tangent, Rich, but yeah, Gen 4. And I hate to say that because Gen 2 sparkles are just as good. And Gen 2 has way more suspense when it comes to shinies too. I feel like Gen 2 shinies hit harder. Because you know how we can pretty much see the silhouette right away, like if we're paying attention. In Gen 2, you can't do that. It's in black and white until the animation is done. So, a shiny will always catch you off guard. Always. And that's the beauty of Gen 2 shiny hunting. I like that suspense a lot. You know, we kind of get spoiled. We definitely get spoiled when it comes to seeing the silhouettes right away. Because it has the color. And you can see if it's shiny as soon as, you know, you see it come across. So, yeah. The Cube game shiny animation is pretty basic. But that was never a focus. They tried to lock the Shadowmons in the first game, but failed. Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to the spin-off games when it came to shinies. Yeah, like you said, they weren't worried about how good sparkles looked or whatever. But they'll let you have an indicator of what's shiny. Honestly, in Battle Revolution, they didn't do too bad. Like, Battle Revolution did the best when it came to the shiny animations. So, they thought about it a little bit after Kahlo and XD. So, yeah, Battle Evolution definitely refined it to look better. But for me, the shiny sparkles weren't even really a main focus of mine. It was the picture changes. Because you know in XD and Coliseum and Battle Evolution, but unlike Battle Evolution, in battle they had the palettes for, or the palette pictures for the Pokemon that you were battling with. And that's what amazed me. That's my favorite feature of XD and Coliseum is the palette changes from normal Pokemon to shiny Pokemon. And not sure if people noticed, but when you play Battle Evolution, if you have a concept, not Battle Evolution, XD or Coliseum, if you had the concept of realizing or noticing that the palettes look different from their shiny version to their regular counterpart, I'm pretty sure if you were paying attention, you would notice that the change in the palette when it's shiny, especially like specifically the shinies, is pretty much taken from them doing a battle animation. So let's say, for instance, like, I'm not sure how many of you guys played XD or Coliseum, but I'll try to take a really popular Pokemon as an example. What's a popular Pokemon? Trying to think. What's a popular Mon? Damn. There's just so many. Let's say Metagross, for example. Everyone knows Metagross. So, obviously, it has this regular palette in XD and Coliseum, and then it has its shiny palette. And the shiny palette pretty much is a picture of him, like, mid-animation doing a move, and you know it is. Because when Metagross does an attack, his mouth is open when he does it. So they pretty much snapshot that and put it as a palette for its shiny version. So, yeah, when you pay attention as much as I do to stuff like that, you'll realize, and you'll be like, oh wow, that's actually pretty awesome. So most shiny palettes are pretty much a picture of it doing a move. Obviously the background's in black and white, but that's pretty much the picture that shinies have. It's like mid-animation doing a move, which is super awesome. Because Rayquaza, for example, its normal palette has its mouth open. And when it's idle, it has its mouth open. But when Rayquaza does a move, his mouth is shut. So, thus, when you see its shiny palette, its mouth is shut. So yeah, no. XD and Coliseum, that's where it shined for me, is the palettes. And my favorite shiny palette has to be Groudon. Like, when I got shiny Groudon and I showcased it in XD, it brought back so many memories. Because I used to enter tournaments at local libraries. Fun fact. Like, libraries actually held gaming tournaments. That's how goated back then was for me. So, they played it on, you know, Coliseum and XD. You know, you hook up your Game Boy and you battle on XD or Coliseum. And that's how they did their tournaments. Which was, like, big brain, honestly. And I remember there was a kid that had a team full of shinies, like a team full of legendary shinies, and what caught my eye was the shiny Groudon palette. And I never forgot it. You know, years later, because that guy pretty much disappeared after that tournament. But then he came back after like a handful of years. And obviously he admitted to cheating. Because I asked him, basically, hey, how'd you get that? And guess what his response was? His response was blood, sweat, and tears. Now, he wasn't wrong, necessarily, but that's not explaining how to get a shiny. But years later, he admitted to cheating all of his shinies in back then. So, but yeah, no, that palette always stuck out to me. So I made it my job to at least attempt a shiny hunted Groudon. And guess what? I never got it because I did it in Emerald. And if you don't know, if you didn't know back then that Emerald had a broken RNG, you were mindlessly soft resetting and getting nothing in return. Because if you soft reset after so many times, mashing A, you're hitting the same frames or close to the same frames. You're not going to find the shiny. And I didn't know that. So guess what? Never found Groudon shiny. Until 2024? 2024 or 2023. Shiny hunted Groudon properly in Ruby and found it as a 20,000. Showcased it in XD. Brought back a lot of memories, man. I'm like, you know what? I know it's a lot of years in the making, but hey, I can finally look at this gorgeous palette. So, yeah, that's one of the stories that I have. Yeah, felt like I should share. Oh no. Shiny animation may be bad, but hunting the cube games are unique. Yeah, they are unique. 3904. That's pretty close. All right. $45, $94, $62, $17. You get those rolls fast. All right, 1662. Wait, what's today? Is today Saturday? Hold on. I don't even know what day it is. Okay, it is. Okay. All right, one sec. 25, 23. Oh, excuse me. Alright, hold on. Let me clean up my glasses. Alright. Alright. sorry. All right, getting close to odds. See what happens. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, let me check. Ugh. Yeah, something. Hopefully a target. It's getting darker. Tiles are creeping up. I'm not sure if we'll see them today, but we'll see. When the real ghosts come out, exactly. Yeah, I wish I would have time locked my game at a later time so I could see the Noctiles instead. Excuse me. No, I didn't mean to attack. Must hit the wrong buttons. I didn't even know I had Psywave. Oh, no, I don't watch any sports. I've seen some football games, like college football, but not many. Not actively. Yeah, I know you're big into sports, right? Do I watch anime? Yeah, I do. Not a lot, though, but yeah, I have. I've watched my fair share, I'd say. Yeah, I don't get time to watch them as much these days, though. But definitely understand. So much to do. Any phase you recommend? Well, what is your style? Oh man, had to stretch. Oh, ooh. Sorry. Honestly, I can enjoy any genre because it depends on the story, characters in the end. I haven't kept up with a lot more recent anime, so anything goes. Well, what have you watched so far? Like, is there anything recent that you've watched so far? Or not recent, but what have you watched so far in your anime journey? I guess we can start with that. Thanks, more. Appreciate it. And I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Grew up on classes like Pokemon, Naruto, Shippuden, Detective Conan, for example. Seen anything from Evangelion to Berserk, Attack on Titan, My Dress Darling, though. Yeah, okay, but like that's only a few. I've watched a lot of anime. The most recent one, besides Frieren, I've watched was Takopi's Original Sin, which is a very sad, emotional one. Well, from the ones that you named, I can't really help you. I'm sorry. Because those are all going to be the ones that I recommended you. Well, most of those were what I was going to recommend you. I don't really watch anime like that, but I just watch battle shonens, but I don't really even watch many anime anymore. I know this is specific, but I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Watched a bit of Pokemon. Watched all of Naruto, all of One Piece, up to current. Didn't watch Bleach, though. Watched all of Dragon Ball, like, all the series. Or most of it. Yeah. Watched AOT. Amazing. I would put that as my top 2. Yeah. I mean, you pretty much watched all the good stuff. I mean, I guess Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I heard that was good. And that's the only recommendation I can give you. Yeah. I watch anime, but I don't watch a lot. And plus, the ones that I have watched, I don't even remember the names of. So, because they have like weird names. So, yeah. I remember they dropped the DBZ Super announcement, and it was talked about on stream. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. Waiting for that. But yeah, I haven't watched anime in a while. FMA Brotherhood already seen, and can second the fact that it's very good. Yeah, so yeah, I really don't have any suggestions, Yumi. I don't watch a lot of anime. Or the ones that I have, I forget the names of. Or forgot the name of. But all the important ones are the ones you already named, so yeah. It's kind of hard to find something that you like when you've watched good ones like that, I will admit. You never know. People watch a lot of stuff, and there's so many out there. Yeah, but yeah, unfortunately, other than those, I can't really help you. I'm sorry. Excuse me. For sure. That's where shiny look. $16.23. $28.44. Wish I had more encounters like this. These last two were fast. I didn't even have to move around as much. And I have no guard, so I don't know. Oh, excuse me. One second. All right. Probably an hour and a half more. Gotta go. We'll be back later. Good luck. All right. Thank you. I'll see you when you get back, Rich. Remember, you gotta do it on Twitch. Yep, 5687. Yeah, I'm waiting until YouTube picks up, basically. Oh boy, okay. Duh. Okay. $78.62. If only I had encounters like this all the time. 2762. $53.89. 336. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. These rolls are completely random. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, very random. once. Thanks for the luck. Alright, use the bathroom right quick. Oh, I can't wait till it gets warmer, man. Just when I'll get my mail and man, it is gorgeous outside. It's just really chilly. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, man. Uh, 7108. Thanks for a shiny low, Timmy. $71.50. Damn. Soon I'll get it, trust the process. We'll see. $4.56. Who says the Great Marsh is great? Right. What's up, Lucky? 882. 3 targets left in plat. Nice. Good luck, good luck. It's happening. Yeah, it is. I've already done 1 phase here in the marsh, so hopefully I get my target soon. Oops. Oh my god. I can't move in place. Alright, hold on. Alright. Sorry. Yeah, you've had a busy day with Atlas Earth minigame Saturday, but ranked pretty well. 3 top 25 payouts is really good. I have no idea what that is, but that's what's up, man. Excuse me. It's been a day, only 325 sets of encounters. I'm gonna try hitting 400 before bed. Yeah, it sounds like a plan. Oh man, it's gassy, man. Yeah, I've been in this forest for a while, or I've been doing 3 hours of hunting, man. It's been a lot. Atlas Earth is a land claiming game, and there are PvP minigames in the app. When you play multiple matches against other players, you can like wins to climb the leaderboard. Okay. Yeah, not sure what that's about, but that sounds pretty neat. PvP. Nice. Okay. Oh man. There are Atlas Buzz which you use to claim land, and you earn huge amounts of them from the minigames. Been playing this game for coming up to 2 years in July. Already over 2,000 land now. Your land generates passive income, which you can cash out for real money. Oh, it's a pay-to-earn game. Gotcha, gotcha. I see. For sure. Yeah, sounds pretty cool. Yeah, it is cool. Sounds cool. I think by the time we get around 4K land, I'll start going easier on the minigames while still progressing enough without overdoing it. So yeah, it sounds like a plan. Please most get your favorite minigames, but the ones I don't like as much that I am not as good at. Then yeah, skipping some of those events through the multiple balance your sanity, because each minigame is about 2 hours long. Gotcha. Sounds good, man. On Minigame Saturday, there are 5 one-hour minigames spread across the day. That's what you did today? Okay, yeah, sounds like you spent a pretty good amount of time in it. Nice. Yeah, sounds like I had a productive day. Another 2-hour event on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. None on Wednesday. Friday or Saturday next weekend. Thursday is 2-hour event. Right on, right on. Yeah, the minigame days are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Gotcha. No! Get me back in. 8 hours of league minigames last Saturday of the month is minigame Saturday. Gotcha. Get me in here. Yeah, I think Repel's about to wear out. Yep, right here. Yep. Now we're back in. Okay, here we go. Now we're back at it. Just like that. Yeah, been in this March for a while. So many games is 5 1-hour events spread across the day. That's what today was. Did great and $1,500 Atlas buck. Normally you don't get over 1K mini game Saturday, but today did considerably better than usual. That's good. All right. What up, Trench? What's going on, man? Yeah, been a minute. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna tell my brother something. Doing some EV stuff versus it effing sucks. Wait, why? Why does it suck? 4820. 3579. Nice for a shiny look. It's Gen 2, so you can only check males and certain HP ones. I mean, doesn't that speed up the process a little bit? If it's the same thing with starters, I didn't have a problem with that doing the starters. Actually made it faster for me. Yeah, if it's the same as starters, I don't have a problem with that, man. I actually like doing the starters like that. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay, I feel like if I could check all of them, it'd be a lot easier. I got you. Alright, for sure. Yeah, I won't have a problem doing it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it does. Yep, I'm familiar with it. Yeah. You have gender ratios. $17.22. Oh. Good alert now. Good luck. All right. Thank you for the alert, Lucky. Good luck on your hunts as well. Appreciate you. Yeah, without Lucky, I couldn't have done this, man, because I was so confused on how to tackle Croagunk. Thank goodness. Yeah. Oh, of course. Of course. Okay. Tammy said, thanks for the gifts. Oh, wow. It actually works now. Nice. Oh, shoot. I may mess up. Hold on. I gotta get out of here now. Because I may mess up the number. Hold on. I have to see if it messed it up. Let me see. We're at 94? Okay. So it was at 92? Okay, so it's at 92. If I find one of our targets, I'll definitely have fun. Yeah, I bet. But yeah, appreciate the gift sub, Tenming. Thank you. One sec. Yeah, I see. Hold on, I gotta turn this on. Be right back. Give me 1 sec. 2637. All right. Whew. Whew. All right. Do 100 more, and then we're gonna switch. So like 30 minutes. Nearly, yeah. Just a little bit. We will hit it tomorrow. $5575. One sec. Oh, wait. $53.45. 410. Okay. All right, almost there. There's a noctowl. Alright. Alright. I'm actually going to end it here. I'm not going to do roamers, unfortunately, today. I'm going to end it. Just cut it short. Most likely to do it tomorrow. It's pretty late. I'm trying to get some food, and I really have to realize that the schedule that I'm on, I have to take that in consideration. It's always way too late. I gotta manage this time better. Alright. Yep. See you guys later. Have a good night. See you, Numi. See you guys. Have a good one.